Dear friends, we are back with a new episode of PG Dental Tips. This time I will show you and will explain you step by step one of the approach or one of the methods to do temporary veneers with composite materials and transparent silicone index. Before I will continue that, I would like to ask you again, as our tradition, to like this video, to follow us and to share this video with your colleagues. And let's go. So dear colleagues, let's discuss the possibilities and methods to do freehand temporary veneers in ceramic or composite veneer cases, I mean indirect. Okay, so there are many methods. One of the most frequently used is one when you have your silicone index that is based on wax-up model, and you will fill your silicone index with a bisacrylic material like ProTemp, Luxatemp or something like that. And you just transfer the wax-up into the patient's mouth, which is simple, but there are some tips and tricks behind that, and I'm pretty sure that we will make another video episode about that. But I would like to show you something else, okay? I would not say that this is my best or my favorite technique, or I use this technique for all my cases. No, I used this several times. I find it very useful for some cases, but again, you will need to try it to make your own opinion about that technique. The technique is called half matrix, and it can be made in two ways. You can use transparent silicone for that, like you can see on the screen, or you can use your conventional PVS or C-silicone like you do in your regular basis, but you cut the silicone index up to interdental papillas. As you can see on this screen, you will have the same silicone if you are not using transparent, for example. But why I'm showing you transparent silicone is that in such a case you can use any type of composite, any shade of composite, any opacity of composite, any brand of composite you want. So you will use not bisacrylic in such a case, you can use flowable composite, or you can use packable heated composite if you want to reinforce your temporary restorations and to keep them for the long time. For example, I don't know why, but let's say you want to have your patient with that temporary restorations more than for 14, 15 or 20 days. So the method was offered by Galip Gürel initially, and you can see that the matrix is cut to the interproximal interdental papillas. Okay, so what's next? So we just feed the silicone index to see how it stays in the patient's mouth. Then we do spot edge. You can do line edge if you want to reinforce it more. I mean instead of these spots of the etching gel, you can have two spots in the cervical area, in the incisal area, or just one line, and as you wish. Okay, so we do spot edge, we do spot bond, then we fill the silicone index with this is spot bond, curing, and then you fill your silicone index with composite, any shade as I mentioned, you place it, you cure it, and you have almost 75% of temporary restorations done, as you can see here. And then you take your composite, packable, you take your favorite composite instrument, any flat plastic instrument or brush, whatever, and you just add missing part of the restoration in the cervical area. And in this case, you can make more or less precise transfer and transition from the tooth to the interproximal areas, including interdental papilla. So this kind of restorations will be more hygienic comparing with a classic approach. So here you can see already added portion of composite, freehand. Okay, it takes time to be honest, but if you know how to sculpt your composite restorations, it will be relatively fast in your hands, I think. So, and then we just do a finishing and polishing procedure. We do our final polymerization using glycerin gel, for example, and you have our temporary composite veneers that your patient will wear for, I don't know, 2 weeks, 1 week, 20 days, and then you will bond your final ceramic restorations. Okay, please share in the comments how do you find this technique, or maybe you have your own tips and tricks related to temporary veneer fabrications. It will be very useful for everybody to learn from you as well and to know your opinion. And if you want us to film another video about temporary veneers in a conventional way, just let us know in the comments also, and we will prepare a special episode of dental tips dedicated to conventional way of temporary veneer fabrication. Okay, hope this was useful. I would like to thank you for watching, and may the dental force be with you.